2, 1, 0, start.
Hello, I'm Philip Spivey, and I am sending a message to all of you in India today because there's something weighing heavy on my heart that I want to share with all of you. I have always liked people from India. I've only known a few in my life, but they've always been good people, and I know that the people in India are good people. Here in the United States, we really don't know. We really don't get that much information about India on the news. We hear only about the big countries where there are big conflicts happening all the time. And because of the fact that there aren't that many conflicts in India, we hear only bits and pieces. So if you ask the average American what they think of an Indian person, they would probably say, oh, they seem nice, they're usually quiet, they're peaceful, they come to the United States to study IT, they make good curry, they had Mother Teresa, some people are poor, they sometimes don't have clean water, things like that. So nothing major. The general impression of an American, of a person in India, is that they are quiet, calm, peaceful people, honorable people, spiritual people. And I'm sure that that applies to all of you who are listening to me today. But a piece of news has reached my ears that disturbs my peace. I'm a professor. I teach English and mathematics, and here is where I study and do my reading in the evening. And as I'm trying to find peace of mind to study here this night, I cannot. I have no peace in my mind, and I have no peace in my heart, because I have a story of a girl named Asifa who lost her life tragically a few days ago. A beautiful 8-year-old child, perfectly innocent, completely unknowing of all of the horrible things that can happen in the world. And she was taken from her village and brutalized by 5 monsters who tortured her for days, many days. They broke her ribs, they knocked out her teeth, and they raped her, they violated her viciously for many days before she was thrown, still alive, off of a 5-story building. And I cannot even begin to express to you how traumatized I am personally by this story, and everyone who's heard it. It feels as if Asifa was my own child. I'm a father. I have 2 beautiful little girls of my own. And I am so thankful that nothing of this magnitude has happened to either of them, and I hope it never will. But my message to you this night, or this day, whenever you're receiving this video or looking at it, is that you will do something. I mean, this is unbelievable. There are no words. There are no words in English or Telugu or any other language to even begin to express the magnitude of this horror, of this monstrous, heinous crime. For me personally, 9/11 was traumatizing, but this feels even worse. Even though it's one human being, she was a human being who was a miracle of God. Every single one of us, every single one of you is a miracle. Imagine 4 billion spermatozoa trying to reach one egg to create one new life, and yours won. You won. You're here because of a miracle. Every single human being, I don't care if it's you know, the prime minister or the old man begging in the street with no teeth. Every single human is a miracle of God. And Asifa was a beautiful, innocent child who did not deserve to have this kind of... She didn't deserve this. So, wherever you are, whoever you are, don't let this be just something that comes in the news and goes. Let it be the beginning of something. Let it be the beginning of a movement to save and to protect all of the girls of India. Because, to be honest, I've heard from various sources, and maybe it's true, maybe it's not, but that girls don't matter in India. That education for girls is not as important as it is for boys, or even if a girl child is born, sometimes they might even end her life after birth because they didn't want a girl, they wanted a boy. So this is not the way we think in a civilized culture. I'm not trying to criticize Indian culture. I'm just saying that our perception of Americans, of you as Indian people, is important. We are a global community. We all need to exist together. And I know that you're not a bad person, that you, watching this, are not a bad person, or not an evil person, or not a person committing crimes against humanity. But a major human rights violation has occurred in your country. And how? How did this happen? Is it because of corruption among the police? Are people paying the police a few thousand rupees to look the other way while they commit these terrible crimes? Are the government officials who are in charge of the judiciary system, are they corrupt? It can only be the case because nothing even remotely close to this has ever happened here. And I just want you to understand the impact that this has had on me personally and on all of the Americans who know about this story. It feels like Asifa is my own child. My heart is broken. My heart is broken, and I have no words to describe the pain that I feel for this child and for her family. She must have been so scared. Imagine the thoughts that were going through her mind. An innocent, beautiful child who believed that the world was a good place, who believed that grown-ups were here to protect her, take care of her, educate her, and lead her in the way of to a happy and productive future. And now she's gone. Do something today. I don't know what. I mean, start a movement. Protect the girls of India. Find a way. Start an organization in your community. Rout out corruption among the police and among the political officials. Vote them out. Each one of you has power. That's what you need to realize. That's what the American democracy is built on, the idea that every single person has power, and you have power. You have the power to make sure that this never happens again. Don't ever let the memory of Asifa leave your mind or your heart, because I know that it will never leave mine. And you have the power to do something today. Do it for her.